Alrighty, you guys. Welcome to a in-depth settings video. Just gonna share everything I'm running with you and kind of explain it all. If you don't have the patience to stick around, there's probably some shorts up that you can cheese through or skip through this video. Whatever you gotta do. Just a lot of people having a hard time with the game. I seem to be having a really good time. Uh, and maybe some of these settings will help you have a way better time as well. So, off the rip. Just go down the list here. Um, I like my sensitivity a little bit higher so I can look around very fast, and we'll get into some of the other stuff. And that just helps me be able to turn around quickly, maybe, or whatnot, because once you have your combat special ability, let's say the, you know, recon special ability, which will let you know when someone's looking at you, you'll have, a yellow highlighted area pop up on the, top, left, right, or bottom of your screen, symbolizing that someone is looking at you. So you need to turn the fuck around quick, or run the fuck away. And then this just helps me do that, especially if I initiate a dive and flip around quicker. Um, I'm on the PlayStation 5, so we have the trigger effect and whatnot. I've got that crap turned off for this. Sometimes when I'm on campaigns, I'll pop it on just to, you know, get a little more immersion in the game. But for online competitive playing, I got it turned off, as well as the vibration. 100%. I got this one. This is all personal preference stuff, and if you need to play around with it and mess around, start up a private match, hop in there, you can change the time limit to whatever you want, or go to the firing range, mess around with things in there. You could practice your shooting and dial in your sensitivities and whatnot. I'm liking 110 field of view. It is what it is. One thing that I have noticed dramatically is that the ADS field of view in independent gives you more in your sight. You can kind of notice there, but if you're at the firing range, you can go back and forth and look at that. I'll try and show you guys here. Let's see. So we're on independent now. Got both those in there. Alright. And then if we go right back over, switch it to affected. Oh, what the fuck? So I guess you're zoomed in a little more, is what it is. I like that. I like being zoomed in a little bit more. I don't know. It just seems clear to me as well. Oops. I don't like having my volumes maxed out. Color customization, that's a you thing. I just made it colors that would pop more for me, which while being in here, I remember that I need to change the color of my team. Or no, of objectives, friendly objectives. That's what I need to do because that ain't gonna fly. Or I need to change the color of my team. That's tough. There's not a separate one for your objectives, dang. Because, yeah, I had an objective behind an enemy and it made me, just the greenness just made me think it was a teammate, so I didn't even try to shoot at the guy and he fucking looked right at me and just vaporized my ass. Well, dang. And that's our little first half right there. Bump on down to the controller. Oh, I didn't talk about a really important part over here. it's not over here. Whoops. It'll be over here. Okay, cool. So this is all kind of personal preference, like I was saying. You need to play with it, but this is what I am running. If you would like somewhere to start out, maybe try some shit and then play with that on top of it to more fit you. Uh, Controller vibration off as a mouse. Triggers off. Dead zones. Some people like this shit zeroed out. I'm minimal with it. Um, I don't like it zeroed out just because I've got large hands with large fingers. Um, Sometimes I accidentally shoot, not meaning to, or aim, just because fuckers are so big and, you know, barely touch shit, and I realize that I'm clicking. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at with my dead zones. It's working quite a bit. Whoops. Just hit the back buttons on the controller here. Now we're gone. Alright, dead zones. Over to aiming. I'm still playing with this just a little bit, you know. Right now, my ADS sensitivity multiplier, I've got that down. Um, I like things when I'm ADS to be a little bit slower. Right now, I am able to move a little bit faster than somebody who is normal sprinting. Um, if you're close. If you're close, like when I say close, 5, 10, maybe 15 meters, in your tactical sprinting, I have to stop aiming down my sight and just kind of like spray your ass as you're running by that quick because, or aim back in when I'm back on you and then spray you, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of playing with that a little bit more, trying to get that tuned in just a little bit better, but it's a, you know, time thing. I'm already fucking prestige, I think 30 or something like that, and I'm still playing with my settings. It's an ongoing battle. It's just kind of a comfortability level, and then you get the game more, you're getting the game more constantly feeling things and, you know, progressing, so you can adjust that to better suit where you're progressing to. Aim assist, I've got that on. I tried it with it off, and it was kind of interesting. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Aiming settings here. So pretty regular stuff. I haven't messed with this standard, huh? Oh shit. I've been screwing up, guys. I would, you know, I'm gonna turn that on because I've got a good bit of time in on it. It just helps. That makes sense. Why I've been dealing with a little bit of weird stuff now. Son of a bitch. God damn it, Bobby. I don't use the motion sensor, but I'm gonna be honest with you. After I get comfortable, I'm gonna try it out again like on Modern Warfare 3 because this is very peculiar. I had a couple of interesting rounds with it, and I just like used it. I've never used it before, so I think that this could be a very mean tool to utilize. Uh, with that being said, like, you can control left, right, up, down with your controller. So when you're shooting and seeing a lot of recoil, you can, you know, slightly move your controller down while you're shooting and aiming with your fucking sticks to help calm your recoil down, if that makes any kind of sense. Very peculiar. Something that I didn't get into. Maybe I will, you know, with the zombies and whatnot. Just try to see how that goes because it is a very interesting tool. And getting into our movement, this this is a very crucial thing, and I got a short out there about it. I know that. Sprint assist changed the whole game for me. I was getting whooped. Now I'm usually, you know, top of the board, not in the circle. And you want to turn the sprint assist delay all the way off, your sprint sideways on, and your sprint backwards on. And what this will do, I'll show you, is instead of having to initiate your normal sprint by pressing down on L3, if you just press your left analog stick all the way forward, you'll begin to sprint. And if you lightly press your analog stick forward, you'll move normal or slow, and you have to play with that. You'll figure it out. And then if you click in L3, then you'll get your tactical sprint. And what that is crucial for is sliding in different directions. You will not have to press down on L3 to activate that sprint. You can just move and be running and just initiate your slide. Or the jump, the dive. You know, just dive in any direction by holding down your circle. Extremely helpful. And it just, as far as, you can just be running all the time, stop pressing so hard, and then, move. Get up to a corner. And when you're aiming, it automatically cancels it out. So, if you were running and you needed to aim, it stops right away. This was something I can't believe I was going without once I found out about it. Back into our settings. What are we at here? The movement. Slide behavior. I've got it set to tap. These are all personal preferences. Again, if you need some place to start, this isn't a bad place. Over to our combat. I got a buddy who likes weapon cycle. I like hold. I feel like it's just as quick as pulling out a gun if you hold down R3 or whatever you have it programmed to. It's a personal preference kind of thing. And onto our graphics. So I have the right kind of HDMI cord. I've got, I believe, an Ocean HDMI cord. Sweet TCL TV that is like, people will laugh at me because, you're supposed to play on monitors. I really like the big, larger screen. This guy will do 144 hertz apparently, and some people have said even higher on PCs with their program on here. So yeah, I could run 120 at 2160p. No problem. Definitely have the eco mode off, and you have to make sure you put performance mode on in your PlayStation settings. I've got another video for that. These top ones, I think, are kind of crucial. At the end of the day, it's all personal preference on how you like to play and what's better for you, and what's affecting you getting your kills going. Another thing is the fidelity cast. I just got it off. Same with the strength is zeroed out, and on-demand texture streaming. Just game looks great already. I've got no qualms with that, so I'm not trying to really boost that at all. But if I can minimize what the game's doing in the background on top of all the other crazy ass shit going on with the hard point during game, and minimize what the system's doing on top of all that, I will. So I put that on minimal. And again, fidelity cast strength is zeroed out and fidelity cast off. Here's this little bit of jazz for you. Interesting, I just realized you could only do 90, huh? Again, independent. I like the inverted flashbang. I don't, I got kind of sensitive eyes. I wear blue light canceling glasses when I drive at night because of headlights. So I'd rather have my screen go black than white. Especially bright white. Oh man, that's where I'm at with that. Audio. This is one that's personal preference as well, but this helps turning that fucking music off. I need to turn this dialogue down as well. Effects. We want that up. What the heck? And Call of Duty's doing a weird glitch where it will reset some of your settings. It hasn't done my controls or my sensitivities yet, but my HUD. Oh, for the love of God. And it just keeps doing that. So just keep an eye out on it. You'll know because your mini map will be somewhere else. Um, other than where you put it if you're running Scout. These settings. Um, if you are seeing your stuff pop up a lot, like your mic, that is one way to tell that people are hearing random bullshit going on in your home. I don't know if you've been in a lobby and have heard someone's fan or a kid crying in the background or a dog freaking out or just random sounds coming through that are getting picked up on the mic. You can come in here and play with your open mic sensitivity, and that will help you help your teammates not get pissed off at you, and it'll help you help everybody else. I don't know. I'm one of the people that I'll just mute your ass if it's too annoying. It's not a big deal for me. But I've got plenty of buddies that will just sit there and fucking complain about this shit. So for their sake and yours, this is the trick to getting that stuff to not pick up. You just play with this a little bit and, you know, as soon as you know it, you'll have it to a point where it's not picking up random feedback in your environment. Over to interface, ooh, where I constantly have to come to change my HUD. I didn't really mess with these too much. I definitely messed with my colors. But here we go. So, standard. I really love this Scout with everything in the bottom down here on the bottom bar, so my eyes aren't looking all the way to the top left corner because like I said, I am on a TV. That is probably the biggest downfall to being on a larger screen is the spread. I mean, the immersion's great and aiming is fucking awesome, especially like any kind of sniping, but looking all the way up to that top left corner and then all the way center is just something about it. I don't do it that much, so like I'm usually just looking at the screen. But this one's been helping quite a bit, and I tried this for a little bit. It's just, I don't know. I got tired of it. Oh, that's right. That's what the problem was. So your kill streak information and all that shit is right there. Or not kill streak, but you know your special ability and stuff is right there. If that could be down, I would have probably kept it. Forgot about that. Scout. Scout is due. And then going back into there, something that I have been really enjoying is not having. Oh yeah, look. Maybe it's because I'm in here, but turning off the elimination feed will get rid of all that clutter to the right of your screen as you get kills and all that's popping up there. You won't have to deal with that anymore. And if you want to get rid of the medals that pop up on the top, well, you can just go right back and get rid of the medals. You can get rid of everything. Um, but yeah, it just kind of cleans up the clutter. It's a little bit less going on there. Those are my settings right now. Like I was saying, I turned off fidelity cast and texture streaming, or on-demand texture streaming. The game looks great, you know. I've been having some pretty good runs, honestly. There's definitely been some games where it's just like, what the fuck? A lot less than Modern Warfare 3, but you know, there's definitely still some people cheating out there, and there's always going to be a better player than you, regardless of cheats or anything. Or a whole fucking better team that's better than you, and your ass has to go fucking 4-29 just to fucking get the hard point. Whoo! Maybe pull off the dub. Whoo! There's always going to be that, but this has been awesome. I hope that these settings help some of you guys have a better time. If there's any cool little tips and tricks I missed, please let me know. I could definitely use more help. All the help one can get. The road to prestige is paved in blood.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You're headed into a world of shit. But your training will see you through. Worst that happens, you'll end up like me. That's the dream, right? I'll let Marshall know you did him proud. Good luck, kid. You're gonna fucking need it.